Investigators now bring in heavy machinery to search the Long Island home of suspected serial killer Rex Heuermann, who was arrested on July 13th, later charged in connection to the infamous and long unsolved Gilgo Beach murders. Now, this is new drone video today showing how police have turned the 59-year-old's backyard into a massive dig site. They're also using cadaver dogs, ground penetration radar, a technique to survey the subsurface to find potentially any evidence connected to the man charged with killing at least 3 women over a decade ago. The excavator on the property was in use for about 3 hours on Sunday, fueling speculation about whether police believe someone may be buried there. Suffolk County Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison says it's just part of the investigation.
Just doing a total investigation around the house to see if there's anything back there that we need to take a closer look at.
The police commissioner went on to say he couldn't confirm at this time if someone was killed inside the house. He did say the search at Heuermann's home will likely wrap up as early as tomorrow. The suspected murderer is also a Manhattan architect, married father of 2, charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, 3 counts of second-degree murder in the deaths of Melissa Barthelemy. Did I get that right? Barthelemy. Megan Waterman and Amber Lynn Costello, after DNA evidence tied him to the killings. He's pled not guilty. He's also the prime suspect in the slayings of Maureen Brainerd Barnes, whose remains, like the other 3 victims, were found along a half-mile stretch of Gilgo Beach in 2010. 11 bodies total found on the beach. Investigators looking into possible connections between Heuermann and unsolved cases around the country, including ones in Atlantic City and Las Vegas during law enforcement's search of his Massapequa Park home over the course of the last week. More than 200 guns found inside a vault. The police commissioner confirmed there was a vault in the home, but denied reports of what some people called a soundproof room.
There's not a soundproof room. There is a vault where he secured numerous amount of guns. Somehow, I believe that the soundproof room and the vault, that message got misconstrued. But there is a vault. There is no soundproof room.
Life-size doll in a glass case, as well as a painting of what appears to be a portrait of a battered woman's face, also recovered from his home. Storage units were also searched by police. They're allegedly looking for body parts, other potential so-called trophies that he might have taken. He's been married twice, has 2 children. His wife, Asa Ellerup, filed for divorce last week. Another family member, Heuermann's sister-in-law, has also spoken out. In an email to NBA News, Dr. Johanna Ellerup said, "I vacillate between desperately wanting my niece and nephew's life returned to its previous state intact without a father accused of being a serial killer to being pleased and secure in knowing that someone's in custody. My ego has great difficulty processing the idea that I looked Rex in the eye and was unable to discern any murderous intentions." He's in custody at the Suffolk County Correctional Facility. He's actually under suicide watch. Joining me now is Mary Murphy, veteran investigative reporter for Nexstar's New York affiliate PIX 11 News. She's been covering the case since the investigation opened in 2010, was on the ground, reporting in Massapequa Park today. She's also part of the PIX team that produced a special called Hunt, the Gilgo Beach serial killer. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for
having me. So you were there. What exactly are they doing at the house right now?
Well, you mentioned the ground penetration radar that could detect potential human remains. Also, the Suffolk County Medical Examiner's Office is on scene. So that says they're looking at this very seriously. But the police commissioner said they just want to check every crevice.
And what about these other bodies? I mean, anything else to indicate that it's linked to these other bodies found along the beach?
Well, there were 6 other sets of remains found along Ocean Parkway in early 2011 after the Gilgo 4 were found. There was a toddler, there was a man in women's clothing, and there were 3 women that had been dismembered. 2 of the torsos were found 40 miles to the east, but their limbs were found on Ocean Parkway. And so far, the police are saying they don't know. They don't know if Rex Heuermann could be tied to this. They don't know if another guy that's currently in prison might be tied to it. He was from Manorville, this man, and he went to jail. He was convicted of killing 2 sex workers in the early 90s.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.